that fire. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll, die. This is that fire. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll, die. Had this on lock since day one. All I care about is family and my day ones. Money, power, and respect be embedded in me. I don't care what you say, no one is better than me. Melanin be in my skin, so the page watch. Middle finger to the eyes and keep the semi-cocked. I'm the product of Wu-Pun, Big Pac. We don't gotta be cool, go kick rocks. Only ease the mind when I meditate. Pessimist at first, now I flirt with faith. I just know I'm special like a 38. Either island of a hill or see the pearly gates. You don't see me smile till there's gold in it. I'm just being real, don't stick your nose in it. You ain't trying to listen to this rose in it. You ain't trying to listen to this rose in it. Bottle of that juice, ain't made of Henny sweet. Bring the pump to your kid, this ain't trick or treat. Test me, I'ma put you in forever sleep. I'm your antidote, and I'm puffing on the remedy. Find me in the cut, test the melodies. Cause I don't like what they be selling me. I'm wishing good luck to my enemies. Y'all gon' be stuck with the jealousy. Tell them I said rest in peace. This is that fire. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll, die. This is that fire. I be that guy. My click won't stop. I'm a beast, roll, die.
What's good, y'all? What's good? How is everyone doing on this lovely teen day? What is the temperature out there? Like teens now? It's like crazy, man. With that
20?
wind chill, the
It was
ice.
like 20. Yeah.
20?
It was 20.
20?
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, y'all. Welcome to Casting Room, where we, True Vibe TV is where we pretty much give you our way of breaking down films and TV shows. I am Truth. Across from me is the other half of True Vibe TV, Mr. Jeff Shears, a.k.a. Mr. Socks. How are you today, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
You got to change your name for real before this year's out, man. Like, officially, it's going to have to be Mr. Socks.
I can't even wear my socks anyway, nigga. I've just been wearing boots.
Well,
for
you
the
can't.
past
That
fucking
is,
month.
the weather's so crazy. We were just having a discussion earlier that a lot of times what's happening is, because when I was dropping Darrell off, he was like, yo, why is the snow still so high?
Shit ain't
And I was
going
like, he's right. I said, but normally what happens is the way nature runs, it snows, warms up to get rid of it, and we're good to go. It just happened to like, you know what, we're going to hit you with a couple more. You know, we ain't going to hit you with the, combination uppercut. We're going to hit you a couple of jabs. You know what I mean? Might hit you with a hook.
Nigga.
Because I think we're getting a hook, tonight and tomorrow, or is it tomorrow into tonight?
Tomorrow into Sunday.
Tomorrow into Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday going into
Right,
Sunday.
so we keep getting hit and hit and hit, and they saying it might be like that. I guess next week also.
Yeah, this just probably
There's a couple of
continuing until well into March,
A
folks.
couple of days in the.
Don't you look for this shit to end no time soon.
So like we were just discussing earlier, you guys might want to purchase your ACs now.
Yeah,
I think if
the winter's like this, maybe the summer may be like 110. Just sitting on
and
your
this
neck.
summer was pretty warm the entire
It
time.
was warm, yeah. It was warm.
Really was really warm this entire time.
Yeah.
So like this one might actually be
You gotta follow
that
the
unbearable shit.
You gotta follow the weather. I mean, it started snowing out in Vegas. It started fucking flying out.
Yo, real talk, it did, yo.
Yeah, like you gotta
Real
when
talk,
the
it
West
did.
starts getting all this funky weather, it's dropping and stuff. Yeah, it's time to think about what's gonna happen. So right now, where everybody, if I was gonna say Trump, if Biden gives us that 14, invest in a motherfucking AC if you need one.
Get it now, nigga.
Like, word up.
Real talk, get it now.
Word up.
We were just saying, you better get it because, a lot of people don't understand, like, the best way to shop for summer is in winter.
Yeah.
And vice versa, because that's when everything's on sale.
It's cheaper.
They're trying to get rid of it so they don't have to store it. And because they have to store it, which means they have to get bigger storage, all this other stuff. So their thinking is in summer sale, whatever it is, get rid of it and you're good to go. You don't have to worry about a lot of this craziness out here.
Yep.
So if this is the time, man, get those ACs now, man. Them shits are still sitting in, what was it, your local ShopRite or Stop and Shop.
Yeah, those the smaller places like that, they put them in the back. They just have them sitting in the back. Some of your Targets and the Walmarts and stuff, they keep a few in the back. So if you know somebody, but go get that AC that's in the back left corner
right now.
You know, because on the computer it'll probably ring up with a sale, but they don't tell nobody that.
Oh hell no.
You know what I mean? So you would need somebody go back and get one, throw it on the cart, and just say tag it and bag it. That's
you said that, and I remember one time. This happened one time at Best Buy.
Yep.
I was asking, dude, I'm like, are there any TVs that are not promoted, whatever? He's like, well, we always have TVs. We don't, like, you got to ask and then we'll go. I was like, you sneaky motherfuckers.
Yep.
And I pretty much got a bigger TV.
Yep.
Well, bigger size TV at a better overall price.
Yep.
So always ask, go in the back, grab it. But this is the time to good because I don't think y'all ready for and the greatest thing about winter for you motherfuckers who always like to get over, the law won't allow PSE&G to turn your shit off.
No, yeah, we're in the blue code, so yeah, nobody to be on the streets, nobody to be kicked out just because of cold weather. They won't cut off any heat, nigga. And literally, my heat has been on for the past 2-3 months, nigga. I don't think that shit took a yeah, for real. I don't even think that shit took a break.
Straight.
Yeah, that's the craziest part. And half of that, I just been keeping on so the pipes don't freeze. Once that shit is over, once that shit happen, forget about it. So, yeah, man, it's gonna be wild.
So do that, but as soon as the weather starts, the official sign of spring, nigga, PSE&G is like, remember that shit, niggas? We gonna need half.
As soon as that
payment
shit,
plan something.
As soon as that shit creep up to past 68, nigga, it's over. Click. See your
and
shit.
I know niggas who do that shit regularly. Every summer, every winter, niggas sit there and stop paying PSE&G.
Yep.
Wait till the summertime and do a payment plan. I'm like, you sneaky motherfuckers, man. Oh, man. Crazy. Man. But prepare for it. Definitely prepare for it. All right, let's get this party started, y'all. What we normally do, we go over TV shows and movies. I do want to, I already put this up. You know motherfuckers push Mr. Nobody back?
Yeah.
How do you fucking
I told you. Everything you was trying to watch
that
in
lets you
theaters,
know that shit's going to be good.
Yeah, they
that
don't.
Let you know shit's
that's Universal, right? I think it's Universal.
I
think it's Universal.
It might. Hold on. No. It's, well, all right, I could be wrong. It's by the same guys who had a lot to do with John Wick.
No, those are the guys who made the movie. But
right,
I'm saying, like,
the
producer,
the
company,
yeah,
I think
it might be Universal.
I think it's under Universal, under the company.
It might be.
Yeah, they can't make the dude. They push it back Fast and Furious. That shit gonna come out in December. Nigga, at this rate, like, yo, ain't shit opening until we get a plan. A lot more people ain't trying to take this vaccine, so don't nobody want to sit next to each other in there. They about to go in effort mode. New York's starting to open back up for the holiday. Yeah, too many places closed.
It is. They've actually extended bars now. So now, like, because one of my CrossFit trainers, he works at a bar. Yeah. And he's just saying, like, they're open to 2 a.m. now. So they extended everything.
Think about it.
Gotta bring that money back to the community.
Bro, who gonna pay? It's tax time. Who gonna pay? Because I'll be the first one in there. I ain't got it. He said he ain't got it either. So we all going to jail, or what you want to do? How we gonna swing this?
Hate to be Biden right now, boy. All right, so a lot of the reasons why we're saying that, you have Judas and the Black Messiah. Now, shout out to HBO Max, who, as of now, stood by their guns.
Told you.
They did not ask for any additional funds. You just had to be a subscriber. So what they did is for those individuals who, now you know us, we like Adobe, but I knew this wasn't going to be a shootout.
Right.
Crazy. I knew it would be some kind of, violence and this and that, but we weren't going to have like explosions or whatever.
Yeah, far from
so
an
I'm
action
laying
movie.
there in the bed, 7 a.m. Threw it on 1080p. Let me watch this. So their plan is to release all of their bangers simultaneously with the release in the movie theater.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if you would consider that double dipping. Would you consider that double dipping or?
It's not double dipping because usually people ain't gonna watch it twice.
I would watch this a couple of times.
You're right, but now that you watch it at home,
right? No, I
would
go
you
to the
get up
movies,
and go to the movie theaters and watch it?
Well, not paying, or like because I'm still an A-lister, I don't pay anyway. I pay the one-time fee and I can go as many times as I want. Well, sorry, I could go 3 times free every week.
So when you think about it, but this isn't a high movie that you would go there and watch it. You watch it at home, and
I would still go. I would have loved to see it at Dope because my plans was to go to the 5 o'clock film.
Okay.
But then I thought about it because, I just started taking the pills. I'm crazy enough to pull my own tooth out with pliers. Yes, I did. But I didn't take any medication for it. I just gargle with. I have a high threshold for pain. Sorry. I just gargle with, Tito's, but I forgot to take pills for the fever. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to rest up. I'm not going to rush my day. I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to watch it now. Watch it, 2 hours and 5 minutes. And I'll do it that way. But otherwise, my plan was to go see it in Adobe with the great overall visual quality, overall sound. That was the line I was doing. So, yeah, I would have.
You would have.
Yes.
Okay. So now the rest of us, folks, we're not going to do that.
You're not doing it.
But that's most of the movies. Like, even if I watch Godzilla, I'm going to enjoy it the first time. I love to see it in Adobe the first time.
Don't you have to with all that sound? And Adobe has to be.
Oh, no, you're right. But I'm just saying, like, so my first time experience it. Then I don't mind watching it again while I'm at home. Just clicking on the TV or whatever and just pop it up.
Right.
No problem. It makes it easy access, especially when, I'm dealing with things like, I got to lose my parking spot. There's still 2 feet of snow in this part of the world that's still sitting outside my house and on the street because nobody want to plow shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Everything isn't open till late night. So now if the theater's running half capacity, I'm just saying half, I may have to catch however long, you know what I'm saying, show. I can't just walk in and be like, you only get to 5 o'clock. It's not at max. Oh, no, we sold out in 10 minutes. It's going to be, Thursday, whenever it is.
What's good, Jared? What's good, Emily?
Hey.
Butterfly in the building.
You gotta pay attention to, things like that. But
she's watching on HBO Max. We know
that's
you
what
are.
I'm saying. I know she wasn't going to movie theater.
Ruth Chris. Yeah, I'm going to go there. I keep hearing a lot of great things.
You never went?
About that. I've never been.
Oh,
and I'm a steak guy. But I would literally travel across the bridge to Ricardo Steakhouse. But I'm hearing Ruth got some shit because I put it like this. I thought Morton's filet was phenomenal.
Yeah.
But I like Houston's better.
So in that way, Ruth Chris it's good. It could be compared. It's up there. I think a little better than Houston. Some things. It's a great place for a date. And you're gonna spend a buck.
Don't do that to him, Jeff. Don't do that.
I do it to Emily.
Don't listen to Jeff. Don't listen to Jeff, fellas. Fellas, do not bring no date. You bring your wife, your fiance, or your girlfriend.
Well, that's a date. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, but don't bring first time date.
Oh, no, a first time? Nah.
Nigga, that's $250 to start, nigga.
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
I heard, because when I was trying to, look up, okay, let me see kind of reviews or whatever, and this couple went there, well, not that location I was gonna go to at the at the Township Mall.
Okay.
But they went there and they showed the food they had. It looked pretty decent, but that was $180.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, well, if I'm I'll bring Michelle. We both like to drink. That's 250, 350 right there.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
if I'm going there, I
rounded in the
want
right
to
direction.
enjoy myself. I'm not penny pinching. I'm not just, you know what I mean, whatever. Like, I'll go there by
Yeah.
myself. I don't give a fuck. But, like, I want to enjoy
Oh,
myself.
don't get it twisted. It's a great place to go by
Yeah.
yourself. Like, you really get down with the food, then you go by. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you know
yo,
what
let
I'm
me
saying?
get this.
I want to enjoy myself.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a nice little, you know, some drinks, whatever. And then I ran into this, like, upscale pizzeria right off of Route 4, Alma. It was AUMM. AUMM. It's Alma.
AUMM?
Yeah, AUMM.
Okay. It's
I
a
think
pizza?
that's the way it's pronounced.
It's like a
And
fire break pizza place?
It's a fire break. Right off of Route 4 West.
I know you're
And
talking
I've been there twice to pick some food up. And every time I'm talking about, like, my stomach is like, please don't let us walk in here. And it smelled freaking phenomenal.
Let me get one for
and
me.
it's always
Get one
it's
for me.
always like a great crowd. You always see some nice things in there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
a lot of the places are like the atmosphere, like
Yeah,
that's what you
definitely.
really want to enjoy.
Definitely, because they got it lit up real well. They're right off of they're right off the highway. There's lights and the way it's set up, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Ambiance
it's
is
a lot of
definitely
joints like that. There's a place, Anthony Franco's, that used to be good for that.
Fire
Pizza place.
Yeah.
Yeah, one up forward too. There's a couple of hidden joints. Like, you know, you just go in and chill, not even spend a lot of money. You know, Emily, so 2 for $20. You know what I mean? We can help you out, but that's it. I'm just saying.
Shots.
I'm just saying. But because you'll enjoy, it's just, you know, I take the right person to enjoy it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, here's my thing. Like, because the filet mignon that I had at Morton's,
Yeah.
it was only like about, I think it was like 4 or 6 ounces. It was $90.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't mind paying for a good meal. So, like, when I know I go across that bridge, that's $15 right now. It's $400 to go across the bridge, but I know I'm paying to go across the bridge. I'm paying for parking because there's no way to park over there.
Yeah.
So that's what, $40 right there.
Yeah, you about $50
30,
in before you even got into the
$40
building. Yeah.
Before I even get into the building.
Yeah.
And they people tell me, oh, my coworker, he's like, you know, yeah, he brought his girl there and they shared a porterhouse. So you out your fucking mind.
Share it,
I ain't
nigga.
sharing shit.
I know that waiter was mad as fuck. Share it?
Well, no, it's fucking huge.
No, I know it's huge,
Yeah.
but he worried about his tip.
Yeah.
This broke ass nigga.
So, you know, you know, my porterhouse is like a good, you know, 50, 60, whatever. But, you know, the only pieces I'll do a skirt if it's at like Noche's, whatever, you know what I mean? But other than that, it's either a porterhouse or a filet for me.
Yeah, you really want to go get your money's worth or
Yeah.
something. Like,
You
when
know,
you go
so
to those places.
I don't mind that it's small, but it has to be phenomenal taste. And Morton's filet was phenomenal. It truly was.
That's the other kicker. You want to go to a place that can season it and flame it up right and hit it. That's the thing. That's what you'll like Chris. It's good. I just like the company, you know, for a little daytime joint. That's it. Ron, what up? I got truth in the bag.
That's y'all, man. That's y'all with the bags, baby. I wish I'm trying to keep up to y'all. But now, food I'll pay for, yo. You know, like, there's always things that you'll pay for, things that you won't pay for.
Yeah.
Like, if you could give me a great night out, I'll do it. Like, anybody, especially you know me in my heyday back in 2014, you know, we would go out to clubs. Like, it was always 6 bottles. We had a great time. We truly do. We truly did. But when it comes out to having a good time, we did. All right, so let's get into this. So HBO Max did what they said they were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally was a little worried with the Wonder Woman 1984, with the atrocity that was, that they would rethink the way they were going to do things when it came to them releasing an actual really good film. Now, I'm still not sold with them not giving everything for free. I just think I don't think they knew how well this film would do. Now, it did phenomenal at the Sundance Films.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone loved it. But, you know, also when you're talking about a pro-black, Black Panther-ish type movie, you're excluding a lot of white people. So that's scared. And after I watched this movie, I purposely looked for white people reviewing this movie.
Okay.
Just to get any kind of scent of, as great as this movie is, I can't get this nigga credit. And I couldn't find it.
This nigga didn't focus right.
See,
yeah, they're trying to anything
couldn't
to tear it
find
down.
Every fucking review was phenomenal, lights out. Acting, directing, screenplay, everything. So before I get into the film, what did you hear about it, Jeff, or what did you think about it? You haven't seen it yet, but what were you hearing?
I heard, so when the film was being made, I heard rumblings about him being in it. I forget the main actors. The guy who's playing. Oh my God!
Oh, Fred Hampton.
Yes,
All
the
right,
guy
so
who's playing
that's,
Fred Hampton. I forget his name. Daniel.
Daniel Coude or Cuyo.
Yeah.
I
Sorry for the
apologize
name.
Jackie,
I would have
right.
messed it up too.
I call you DK.
Yeah. So because everybody was worried about him not being American.
Able to, yeah. And
Yeah.
you did.
He's
hear
a great
rumblings
actor.
about that.
He's a great actor.
Oh, why can't you find
Right.
any Black American? I'm like, yo, shut up, man.
Right,
Like
right.
For, all this pro-Black shit, you out, and that's why I tell people, be worried about people like that, because I tell you, Jesus Christ himself could have came down and played that role, because we know he Black, and somebody would have had a fucking problem with it. So be careful, people. Oh, give it to Black actors, and you give it to a Black. Well, he's not from here, so
Yeah.
Go ahead, I apologize.
Yeah, but either which way, I knew he's a good actor and he would pull the role through. The cast was all good. Everybody in there, the lady who played his wife, she was also in that movie with.
Shout out to her
what's
from,
her name?
and you know what's crazy? I thought she did a phenomenal job at Powers.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she did a great job there.
Yeah, and I didn't think she would take off like that, but phenomenal actress, man. Look out for that young lady, man.
I knew the movie was gonna be good. Based off a true story. I mean, they could have messed it up, but it would have been very hard to mess it up.
Shout out to Shaka King, man, the director.
Yeah, like I knew it was gonna be good. I haven't watched it yet, so I got my hopes in it. But the thing is, I want to go back to your Wonder Woman 84. HBO knew exactly what they were doing when they put that Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah, they knew that one was gonna be.
They knew it was hot garbage, and they knew you know what I'm saying? This is gonna test the waters to see how many people are gonna watch it, to get the feelers of the numbers. So, and there's a lot of people saying, "Thank God, I didn't go to the theater." You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think about it from that standpoint.
Because you would have been tight. Just imagine.
Extra money.
Imagine if you didn't do your 2 thing today.
Butter popcorn.
Right. And
drink.
you went and this shit was garbage. You would have been so mad. Like, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? I done drove in the snow.
Yeah.
I had to move past this. I done lost my parking spot. Now I done.
I needed like an extra nachos with this bullshit.
Yeah. So
Like something. Nigga.
you know what I mean? So when they did that with HBO, HBO knew exactly what they were doing with that and what to release, because all the good stuff, the order is out, it's off. So things that should be coming in the summertime or the beginning of summer, when you get that May, April. Yeah, they were like, nah, man, you ain't getting it to Halloween. Don't even worry about that. we trying to play this as long as back as we can to see where the money goes. It's gonna be wild, man. It's gonna be wild with that one. But this movie, I knew they were gonna do good. I knew they were gonna knock this one out the park, man. Especially after the award shows, I knew they were gonna knock this out the park. This is it.
All right, so I forgot Godzilla is HBO. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what we were sitting there saying.
Nigga.
They trying to hold back as far as they can before they got to be like, yo.
Oh, it's scary. Oh my gosh.
Why
it's
you
scary.
think Dune was all the way
They
in
got
December
They can't play
31st?
with Doom, nigga. That's like some
like,
cult
yeah.
shit right there, nigga. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, but
And don't get it twisted. I think Godzilla may get pushed. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man. I would say this: none of the HBO Max shits got pushed yet.
No.
They all came out when they were supposed to.
Yeah.
Like we just talked about prior earlier, they pushed back nobody and all the other shit. So as far as HBO Max is concerned, everything has been released on time.
They knew this was gonna be fire, and this is fire that you can watch at home. That's it.
This is beyond.
This is fire you can literally watch at home, throw some meaning in, get in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? This is some good stuff, man.
All right, so this is a true story.
Mm-hmm.
And again, shout out to Shaka. Well, when I say the score alone was fucking phenomenal. Like the cinema, the symmetry, the fact that the banner in the background was kind of like, it wasn't perfect, it was kind of crumbled. Like, great directing, man. Oh my fucking God. You haven't did anything super major as far as, like, Hollywood consider. You know, they gave the Black Panther director a chance because every movie he's made has profit over $100 million.
Right.
And now here you come, Shaka King, and from the casting, every little, they didn't hold punches back when they were taking shots at the FBI, at the Chicago police. Mm-hmm. That's what everyone thought they were going to do. Now, yeah, there was one or two fictional characters, like the, what's this young lady's character? Judy Hammond.
Okay.
Is a fictional character, but everyone, it was just one or two. But for the most part, everybody's character was real.
Right.
Now, when you look at this first title, and you says Judas and the Black Messiah, they mean exactly what they mean. Everyone thinks this film, from what I saw, is about Fred Hampton. Ta-da. To me, this movie is about William O'Neill. They spent more time on William O'Neill than they did Fred Hampton. And for you guys who, maybe haven't thought about it or looked at it, remember, this is 50 years ago. And even to this day, Freddie Hampton is still touching you. His words, everything about his way of life is still touching you 50 years later, where his son pretty much is about to be 50. His son was born, a couple of days after his father was killed? Assassinated.
Right.
So, the way they did it, they didn't play with the... And shout out to Jesse, Permans? P-L-E-M-O-N-S. Permans. Played the fuck out of that FBI agent, man. Holy shit. And I loved him.
Oh, that was the white guy with the buzz cut. Yes.
You don't know what he is. He kind of he can pass whatever situation may be. But again, to me, this movie spent a lot of time on O'Neill. And this is the gentleman who gave out all the plans, what was going on, and let the FBI and police know exactly the plans of the apartment. He was the one that drugged Hampton's beverage and allowed all that to go in. Now, we'll get into the movie in a second. Now, the police let out 99 shots. Now, in the paper, it was put off as a shootout with the Black Panthers. Now, mind you, the Panthers did have a couple of shootouts with the police. They didn't play that shit. Any circumstances. They didn't give a fuck. And that's what scared them. Educated people of color who knew the rights and law and knew how to manipulate politics and use their own law against them.
Yeah.
When they first Black Panthers first came out, they were armed. I'm going by the law. Boy, they started changing those laws quick, didn't they? You seen the movie. You know about Huey.
Yeah.
Changed those laws quick, didn't they? Oh, no. Niggas is reading now? They can spell? Oh, shit. Time to change some new shit. So, it starts off with O'Neill's character getting in trouble, posing as an FBI agent to steal cars, is what he did. Mm-hmm. And he said something in there that just was like phenomenal. When the FBI agent asked him, why a badge and not a gun? He was like, because people are more scared of a badge because of what it means behind it. The badge means you got an army behind you. There are other individuals behind you. Compared to just me as an individual having this singular gun.
True. You making a point.
And I had to pause it. I was like, shit, nigga. Damn. Yeah. So when you put a character or an individual where he's looking at multiple years in jail, and jail ain't what it was like back then. It was way worse. Mm-mm. Having to do years for impersonating a federal officer, which was 5 years, and more time for stealing a vehicle. Or go in here and let us know what these individuals are doing. So that's how it started off. His task was to go in there, come back and let us know what they're planning, who they're meeting with, what's this, what's that. And then eventually it goes on that I need you to try to incriminate him. You know, here's some C4. See if he'll go for it.
Once you do one deal, nigga, you're always going to do the next.
And every time he bucked, they held that time over his head. And this is why I try to explain to people, it's always good to say, well, it was only 5 years, or it was only this, it was only that, when you're not the one that actually has to do the time. Everybody reacts differently when their back is against the wall. So again, most of it was about him manipulating every facet, getting extra money from the FBI, meeting at this fancy steakhouse. Just that setup alone, man. Having a black guy meet the FBI agent in his white, upscale restaurant, eating steak, drinking the best scotch and wine, and just the fact that he was cutting his steak wrong with the knife like this showed you he didn't belong there.
Right.
But how he kept looking around, enjoying himself because he's experienced things he's never experienced before.
So you're saying he got hit with the hype. First it was the freedom from 5 years, then it was the hype. It showed how he, you know what I'm saying? It was like...
Show how they draw you in.
You could...
FBI agent even invited the nigga to his own fucking house. You know what I'm saying? Your own house. Cooked for the nigga. Had him smoking cigars in his living room. Here's my daughter. I'm going to show you all this shit. But when that nigga when he needed to crack that whip, that nigga cracked that fucking whip. Like when they wanted him to drug him and threaten him. That's and even crazy. Though he started to believe and feel and become true friends, at the end of the day, he did not want to do that time.
That's fucking crazy. Stupidity and ignorance, because you know what? A decent lawyer would have hit you out of, I mean, not even 5 years, but if you just knew how to get a fucking decent lawyer.
But see, again, you know, you're, and this is what I was saying, like, you're actually with the black who's teaching education, equality, and learning stuff, and he didn't learn shit.
That's crazy. But, man, I don't even know what to say, you know?
So, you know, shout out to DK, man. Daniel Cooler, man. So,
I like it because I haven't seen it yet, like I said. I like it if you tell me it's going to be, it's more his point of view.
Well, I would say it's his point of view. To me, they concentrated.
Well, the story is mostly
more about it. You get a lot of Fred Hampton. I'm not telling you you're not getting that.
Right.
But to me, in the way I looked at it and went about it, to me, the story is more about Judas than the Black Messiah.
Gotcha.
But they made sure you got a lot of Black Messiah.
Right.
But you got a lot more Judas to kind of bang it home. Little extra salt in the wound. You know, just to really show, to me, it showed the power of Fred Hampton. And after it did a movie, they went back and it showed you some of his speeches
Okay.
And they showed you the very first public interview O'Neal did, and later on he died that night. All that shit, suicide.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times, all those years, from 1970 to 1990, it was good. This shit drop out, this nigga's dead. Hours later. Just putting that out there.
Give an answer. Nah, he dead. Don't worry about it.
Just putting it out there. But, shout out DK. Man, I would tell you this. Before you watch the movie, to give this man more credit, just watch one of Fred Hampton's speeches.
Okay.
The real Fred Hampton speeches.
Right.
Then watch the movie. Fucking hair stood up on my fucking arm. And this is before, I watched the movie first, then I watched Fred Hampton live. And I mean, it was fucking scary. Okay. How dare you just owned that fucking role.
Okay.
Owned it.
Okay. I gotta see that.
The way he spoke, the way he carried himself, the way he had that kind of Southern, Chicago accent.
Yeah.
Oh
so he put it all down. He got it in. Okay.
From top to bottom, great acting.
Nice.
Wait till you hear the score alone.
I gotta check it out.
And the fact that they let you know that, because mind you, like Fred Hampton died at 21 people. Just think about that shit. 21 years old, he died at. And 50 years later, we're still affected by his actions and his words. Shows you how powerful this man was. And how I just spoke to, when I was speaking to Jeff, I told him, if you take Huey P., you take Malcolm X, you take Junior, and any other of these black activists together, they can't touch this man here. To me, this was the scariest man. You know why?
Why?
He has blacks, whites, and Puerto Ricans singing the same tune. How you get rednecks, pure racists, to follow your path. And that is to get them to understand, I'm black, you're white. Your kids are just as poor as my kids. You have problems feeding your kids like I do. You can't hold down a job like I do. He twisted it in that meeting when they went to where Martin Luther got hit by bricks. When he went to talk to those motherfucking rednecks. He got stoned.
Mm-hmm.
This man went in there and tried to say kumbaya. He said, I'm just as broke as you, motherfucker. Let's do something about it. Did the same thing with the Puerto Ricans. So the Rainbow Coalition that this man was starting, to where they framed a nigga for stealing ice cream. Nigga, think about that shit for a minute.
You gotta get you somehow, nigga. That's it.
Ice cream.
Gotta get you somehow.
5 years for stealing $79 worth of ice cream, allegedly.
Gotta get you somehow. God damn.
And he was about to go back to prison. And shout out to Charlie Sheen. Nigga, when I said you played Hoover like a nigga, I despised you in that fucking role. Shout out to
that was
Charlie
the father,
Sheen.
Martin Sheen, wasn't it?
No, I think it was.
It was.
Charlie,
I thought it was the father.
Let me see it right now. I apologize. Let me get it right. Get it for you right now.
I don't know if it was the father.
Yeah, Martin Sheen. I apologize.
Yeah.
Martin Sheen. Man, when he played the fuck out of Hoover, he made you despise that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And when he's sitting there and he got the white FBI agent that brought O'Neal in, talking to him.
Yeah.
How's your daughter? She 8 months, huh? Your boys, right? Softball, knew everything about his fucking family.
That's it. Yeah.
Everything about the white man's FBI agent family knew. And he told him, how would you feel if if your daughter brought home a nigger? Now, that's the only thing I would say that I kind of see happening with black-directed movies.
Okay.
Say nigga. We know that's what he said. Bring it home. Bring it home.
Oh, they didn't say the N-word.
He said nigger. No, say nigga. We know Hoover said nigga a lot. He sucked dick and he said nigga a lot. There's things we know about Hoover. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Took it in the ass, all that shit, but he said nigga a lot. That's the only thing I would say I would rather they did, but you don't want to say, no problem, I'm not going to.
Right.
How would you feel? And it fucked the agent up so bad, like, well, that would never happen. Why not? How would you feel? And that was a discussion they had prior when they were trying to write home the fact that they didn't want Fred Hampton to become a martyr.
Gotcha, yeah.
Him being alive in jail would do nothing but help the situation out.
Right.
Like when that Chicago got, that section of the Black Panthers got to a shootout with the police in Chicago, and they burnt the place down, and it brought the community tighter together. To where everyone showed up to paint, put the walls back up, lay the carpet, black, white, Puerto Rican, all in the same place, getting along.
Look.
Painting and shit. That's some scary fucking shit.
He showed you the enemy of my enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like the end, like we have one common, enemy. It's them against us, and it shows you how what's the name did the same thing. You want them niggas over there? How about them Puerto Ricans in jail? All right, come on in and let's go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sad but true. You know what I mean? It's somebody like that. Yeah, could he took over? Yeah, he would have started a big ass revolution.
21 years old.
But now they got the world blinded.
And when you take, now you got, and this was, what was that move, Warriors?
Yeah.
Which I know why they'll never make that shit over again.
The old Warriors movie?
Yeah, Cyrus, who were trying
to join all the gangs.
All the gangs together. All the gangs together. To go against.
Everybody forgets that because he dies in the jet. And it was like the whole movie you running it. But that was his whole thing.
That was his whole thing.
Like, yo, nigga, I don't do this.
If we put all us together, we bring all our communities together.
We outnumber.
They cannot stop us.
Mm-hmm.
That rainbow coalition where everyone else is speaking hate or let me kiss the man who just shot my daughter. This man took, you're going to respect me? I'm going to protect myself. But it's not just black. That's some scary shit. Yeah. Now, what you have to remember about the Black Party Panther is they fed kids every morning.
Well, that was one of their things. That was to help the community. They put back into the community.
Legitimately helped the community by feeding the kids, after-school programs, daycare, medical supplies. They opened up a fucking hospital where you couldn't afford insurance. Now, you tell a trillionaire he's going to be a billionaire, somebody dying. Tell you that shit right the fuck now. If niggas in the hood have hit somebody for 200, these niggas got billions, nigga. You going bye-bye. Heart attack, they don't give a fuck, niggas. You going somewhere.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
Scary.
I'm telling you.
This is a phenomenal movie.
Damn.
Phenomenal movie.
That should make you think, like, it's hard if you ever see something like that in this new age and day because the government has now sectioned themselves to, like, stop that. As well as anything else, social media and shit. Niggas start watching you, so you really start popping up, preaching that bullshit. You know, to keep everybody separate and divide and conquer. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. He brung everybody the basic needs, what they have. Shelter, food, you know what I'm saying, and healthcare. And he got everybody on board. Because at the poverty level, it's sad when I see shit like that, but I see things coming like that in the new age, but just to take advantage. That's crazy.
And when he broke it down, it really, like, you hate me,
But
I'm in the same position as you.
you.
You're just as poor as me.
But the thing is, here comes that old monogram that we all say, crabs in the barrel. As long as we hate each other and we're both broken poor, we're going to keep each other broken poor. And we're going to fight and keep each other broken poor.
Like, I don't know, I think it was me and you. I probably was having a conversation with someone. I think it was me and you. We were talking about segregation.
Yeah.
And you want to be segregated? Okay. You don't want to be around black people or Mexicans or anything? Watch your own kids. Cook in your own motherfucking kitchens. I bet you'll love motherfucking Pedro then.
As soon as the prices got going up, whoa. We're going to need them to come back.
I love my Mexican brothers. Them niggas that work for $10.
Yep.
Because they got 12 motherfuckers in the house. They know how to do a community. Our rent's going to be $5. We all eating. We all having good times. All them niggas got vehicles.
Yeah.
Them niggas got some big-ass trucks. Nigga, I'm telling you, you see a bunch of trucks out in the house, there's some Mexicans in that motherfucker. But that's the way that community works. You think Gino going in there cook for the same price? Fuck no.
Nope.
Fuck no.
Nope.
If you can all get to the point to understand that we all need each other, no matter what, every culture has things that they're better at, or you know, athleticism, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. If we build together, bring that coalition together. So take the time out. I don't give a fuck if you got to spend money for it. This film right here.
I'm going to check it out this weekend.
Great. We'll talk about it next week when you watch it and see how you feel about it or whatever. Just to go and say that the lawsuit that was put out over the individuals that were hurt and shot that night, they tried to sue for $47 million back then.
Yeah.
That probably would be worth a lot more today. But they only wound up getting 1.87 million or 1.84.
Okay.
Out of all that. But, you know, that is the way this government shuts you the fuck up, is with a check. Because that check always comes with an NDA.
Yeah. I'm not going to give you this, but I'm going to give you this.
When the last time you heard the Garner family say anything? What about Breonna Taylor's family? Nope. So, again, when they pay people off, there's always some hidden words that will prevent you from talking bad about said individuals or corporations in a bad manner, because you would have to pay that back and then they would sue you for breach of contract. Take the time out. You will not be led astray,
disappointed.
Great 2 hours and 5 minutes. They didn't play around stuff. They hit you with a lot. But let me know if you feel the same way I feel as far as this being more about O'Neal. And let's say this about that gentleman before. I believe they wiped that man from this face of the earth. You don't go that long. They put him in witness protection. You don't go that long, and then when that interview hit, you died that night. You knew some shit you shouldn't have knew, and the fact that you started talking made him mad, made him nervous.
Why would they put him in witness protection when they were framing him in the beginning? I'm just saying. Whatever. At that point. At that point,
they had to protect him
from themselves. Nigga, what the fuck were they protecting him from?
I mean, if they would have killed him. Like, there was one part to where they caught one guy that was a snitch. They boiled his dick.
Oh, them. Yeah. No.
The Black Panthers, and then they had a couple snitches in there. It wasn't just him.
But see, that's the stupidity of it. They helped them with it, you know what I'm saying, solve their issue. You see what I'm saying? We threw you back in the garden. The snake ate your ass. Problem solved. We already killed the main dude. They solved. That's already going down. I mean, let's go to the Hooters bar, whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just me thinking. I definitely want to watch it and see. Definitely go in there. But yeah, I don't think it was an accident.
I think his son probably changed his name by now. I don't think he want to be associated.
I think anybody probably changed their names over there.
Wow, like, you really hate this motherfucker. And shout out to Lakeith.
Yeah,
Lakeith.
Lakeith Stanfield. Yeah.
Homie. The fact that he owned that part that well showed you the gut wrenching preparation he had to do to play that rat bastard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Check it out, fellas. Let us know what you think about it.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, you gotta take this trash ass shit here.
It was getting good today. It was getting good. No, you didn't like it.
No, I mean, all right, play this. I think the fact. All right, so we didn't do last week. So week before last, they saved the good shit for the last 3 minutes.
Okay.
When she came out of the town with that drone, and I'm only gonna tell y'all niggas once that, and that nigga threatened her. She flipped her wrist, and everything went on him.
Yeah.
That nigga was shitting bricks. Just showed you her power, her strength. You know. So yeah, that's the only part. Like to me, fast forward the first 33 minutes. Don't worry about it. Go to the end, and you'll see the episode.
But this one, they started a lot sooner. This one is like
They
because
sprinkled.
it was pushed through a lot sooner. I mean, her talking to her brother, you know, him saying like, I don't even know why I'm
The
here.
recast.
I don't even know why I'm looking
I
like
really
that.
want to know about why the recast.
I don't know if that's the writers playing with us. Like, because we like,
'Cause
that's not that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he's from the other series. You know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know if that's a backdoor plot where they can just be like, oh, now she can tap into the dimensions and yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? And now the Fox people are mutants. We don't know. And it shows that she's creating mutants, or not mutants, whatever. She gave that girl her powers because she's changing her blood and all that stuff by going into her thing.
Well, see, we'll talk about Rambo in a second.
Okay, so
What do you want to talk about now? We can talk
well,
about
it don't matter to me, but it's like when they've been playing off the theory, like, who's this? Who's that? Who's doing this? Who's controlling it? And it's like, okay, Rambo came out, said it's Monica. Yeah, okay, we know. I mean, Wanda, and okay, yeah, we know. And now it's her, and now she's been doing it, but she doesn't understand why she's doing it or what started her to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like each is slowly unravels, and I think like with Vision being the only one who's separate from everything else besides the kids.
He's kind of still in her power. You know what I mean? To a certain extent, he's not as susceptible as everyone else, but she knew to wipe his mind a certain way to where he couldn't fight her.
I think he doesn't remember because he was dead.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Well,
the,
Pietro remembered.
But Pietro's not even Pietro only remembered the stuff that she saw. Remember? He was like, last I remember, I was on the street dead. He was like, and he got up. He's like, I don't even know how I got here. I don't know how I did this. I don't know how I did that. That was the that's what they were sprinkling in there. And he was like, I don't even know why I look this way. These are the things that you remember. Like he kept saying these subtle things. Like I think like he's a subconscious. Like her mind is creating this. But I think that's what Vision is too. You know, because Vision, we obviously see he's just a dead body. Or he fell apart,
Well, when
whatever.
you saw how he, because they showed you,
Yeah.
I think a couple episodes ago, what he looked like when you know Thanos.
When he was dead, we had to rip the thing.
ripped
Yeah.
the thing out. So, and also this episode you showed, you saw Pietro with the 3 bullets.
Dead too.
Dead too.
Yep. So that's what I'm saying. I think like it's her brain trying to, speak to her conscious or whatever it is. I don't know what the kid's coming from, but I think the kids are gonna mess some shit up. They're gonna like age
That's
up
what
in powers.
I'm really eager to see in the comic book realm.
Yeah.
Her twins are evil.
Right. But they related to the devil. Now see, everybody's been making a point. Disney's not gonna bring in a devil figure because
Well,
they
of
can't
course.
sell it in China. Makes sense. That shit made 100%. They may pull somebody else in, but they may try to sell it that way. But
Who is Wanda's father? Do we know?
Magneto,
No, I'm sorry. Wanda's baby father. I should say sorry.
she made him on do magic.
So, and that's why, like, the whole situation, the fact that they threw the Vision thing in there, which phenomenal
were a couple.
screenwriting and everything. It's just this long, drawn out shit. Like,
Well, they had to make it a TV show, and then and they sprinkled everything through it. Because when you put it together, I mean, you're getting like a 9-hour series. So
it's only like 37, 38 minutes per episode. So it's not
like
it's
40, yeah, something like 40,
so
something like
it's not
that.
like
It's not
like
bad,
it was a 40-minute episode, but the last 5 minutes was credits.
right? But when you think about it, so I like that, that they're developing outside characters when it comes back to Rambo. Monica, whatever is it, man? Monica
Yeah.
Rambeau? Yeah.
Well, that's people. Obviously, she was recasted for WandaVision. This was the from what's the girl? Miss Marvel.
Yes, she was in.
That was her, the black girl that she met up with.
The little girl.
Right.
That was the daughter. That was the
daughter.
Yeah.
All right, and how close they were, whatever, and the fact that we know, hey, you're in a comic book realm, you're a Marvel person, you know who she is, and you were wondering how they were going to give her her powers.
Yeah.
Her coming in and out of the barrier.
It changes everything.
Her molecular.
Her structure and stuff. So I like how now that she moved the barrier to save Vision because he ran out.
Yeah. She move it?
It's showing all her full strength. Like she can just do these things. They're gonna need somebody bigger. I don't know.
Stop right there. Wait a second. I did some research.
Okay.
I wanted to know who was the most powerful mutants of all times.
Mutant. Okay.
Mutants. So we're in the comic book realm. Scarlet Witch is number 3. And there are thousands of
that make that list.
Characters.
I believe it.
She's number 3.
Yeah.
This young lady could legitimately manipulate. Let me see, I had it here. She can create matter, manipulate it. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. And I like how they put last week's episode when they explained to you she pretty much could have killed Thanos herself.
Right. When they were talking about nobody came close. Like she was gonna do it.
She could literally herself, when she had her little battles with him, she was owning his ass, but they let you know, even in the Black Panther, where was she this whole time?
Right.
I'm saying,
like you got the strongest player in the back. Let's go.
Like, where was she? So, this young lady is more powerful than the Phoenix. I didn't know that.
Yeah. She changed the reality in the comic books.
Now, for you guys who are in the realms, number 2 is Legion. We're on
he's another one.
That's Xavier's fucking child. I don't even think that show is still on, is it?
No, they got swallowed up.
They started fucking that up. Started off real good and went down.
It did, yeah. I was like, I can't do this.
Franklin Richards is number 1. I have no idea who the fuck that is. I'm sorry.
The Fantastic Four son.
Yeah, okay. Well, it was like the fact that he's from. They said he's from.
He got weird. He has dimensional powers.
Yeah, he's like the strongest mutant ever.
Yeah.
But the fact that this young lady is number 3, and her father is number 7, lets you know the strength of this young lady.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
So, I love that, she expanded the thing and swallowed everything up, swallowed all the people up.
It got all of them controlled.
Yeah, she got everybody except for the guy, right? Yeah, he got away in the truck.
Well, no, I think some of them, like the big black guy who, her best friend from next door, kind of understand what's going on. Like last week's episode when Vision fucked up, she was like, well, do you want me to start? Do you want me to go with it?
I think because sometimes they break characters, like he did today when he walked to the other side of town and they were just standing still, like we ain't moving. What do we do? And but the funny thing was, and this is what I like with the little girl with the glasses. I forgot the tech girl, and she was sitting, and they found out that the guy has been watching and he's been keeping track on Vision, and he can see Vision moving, but they notice where all the people are not moving, unless they're in play. He flew up in the air and saw everything and to see what it was. I like it's the small details that they're going to bring up. I don't know who she's going to get to bring, the engineer, who she's going to give her the truck so she can get back into town without getting hurt.
Well, it was
now she got to save everybody.
Some kind of, whatever. But I think when she go back in, she has, I think she can manipulate light, or she has these.
Yeah, she has weird light powers.
Weird light power. Obviously, is nowhere near Wanda, but I think she kind of brings Wanda home. Obviously, this is where I'm not sure, because to continue this, Vision can only survive in
that reality.
Can there be one without them two? Just her? I don't know if there will be a second season, or is this season just to launch the Falcon and all the other shits they have coming along?
I think it's one and done. I think it's one. Because I'm gonna be honest, where they gonna go season 2?
Hey, you can't.
Don't keep this up because if it don't tie into the next movie or the universe,
Yeah.
I'm done. Don't worry about it. You keep that. I love to see this play. I think I hope Doctor Strange comes in because I think that he's the only one who can really probably manipulate her mind.
Yeah, I don't think he won't fuck with her,
But he's probably the only one who can get in,
kind of like
manipulate through the mind, fight some tricks or whatever that she's gonna blast them with, and get out. You know what I'm saying? And something, and that'll tie into his movie, which his movie's supposed to be weird and crazy like a horror story. So
he's fighting.
I think it's gonna be good.
The other guy who brought him in, ain't supposed to be going after that guy who went crazy, started killing people.
The black guy is back in that. He's back in this movie too, allegedly.
So we'll see how that goes.
But they all meld together. I think that's good for a universe thing. It reminded me a lot of the Defenders, of like everybody like meeting together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got Rambo in there, you got this. I can see now. People online have been talking about a spinoff between the little science girl and the Asian dude. That would be
That would be phenomenal.
That would be a great replacement to like Agents of Shield. That would be a great one. And they go, they go out and they solve all the shit.
With Rambo,
yeah, but everybody popping in every now and
yeah.
then. Like what I'm saying? That would be an awesome TV show.
I watched that. The character. Plus that chick fun and shit.
Yeah, that'd be a great one. That would be a great one.
Boy, they got the white girl. She bad. She been bad for a while.
Yeah,
big ass breasts. But and then like I would pay to see that. But again, it's great. It's just that enough of this town shit. You know what I mean? Like we know she's manipulating. You got to speed the process up, people.
But they are. See, that's what I like now. They're going fast too. I like that the kids started aging up really quick. I was like, I'm not doing all these motherfucking things with little babies.
He stopped them though. They were about to age up with the dog. She said, don't you do it.
I think that's coming next. I think that's gonna happen next because they're gonna be like, oh, Daddy need help and we couldn't help you. Let's turn to fucking 21 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee they're probably gonna do something crazy like that because what episode was it? 7, 6? We only got like 8.
It was 6.
So we got like 2 left, right? Because they're only going to 8.
I think it was more
8 or 9,
6.
right? I know that they're not hitting 10.
They bet not.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And then, you know what? Because it got to end soon because the second week of March, the other guys start.
That is true. So they got to
so they about to wrap this up. Yeah, and that looks good.
Well, I mean,
I think Disney did the right thing, man.
It was going to be a fight for him to grab that shield. He was going to be Hawkeye for a little bit. I didn't think he was just going to of course, new Captain America.
Well, that's the running plot, and I think that happened in the comic books too. They had the fake Captain America
9
going
episodes.
out there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we got 3 more.
Yeah. 3 more weeks of this. Yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah.
Thank you. Just want to say that. Thank you.
So I'm predicting, Strange will probably come through last episode. You know what I mean? Save the day.
Do it like the book 2 shit, whatever. When Tommy showed up the last episode to bring a little joy to it. So it would be good to see Strange come in and do something.
Or maybe oh my God, I'll say Malcolm X, the dude with the patch.
Cable?
No, the black guy, the director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
My fuck.
Samuel Jackson.
Oh gosh. Oh,
Nick Fury.
There we go.
I think Sam Jackson may pop in because this is supposed to be taking place around the time
Well, this is after
Homecoming.
Yeah, you're right.
And remember, he was like, they were busy and had the scroll playing his thing, and this will put him in space because he's with the shield. I mean, with the sword.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? I guarantee either it's gonna be Nick or it's gonna be what's the name? Because I can see him.
Episodes.
I can see him pop up at the end and be like, "You got this, Rambo, or whatever it is. What you need? You know what I'm saying? It's something get in and out or whatever it is. That's gonna be something to see too. I can definitely see him pop in and out.
All right, we got 3, man. Bring it home.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna talk about Witches of season 2. The shit's they still there.
Nigga,
the bitch
get out of the past. I tried to go back. I was like, please. Go back to the future.
This is what I did. I watched the 3 last episodes. 3 episodes, and I guarantee I only watched 10 minutes.
I can't.
fast forward this
I can't.
talk and it's too much. I just went to the parts where she actually showed her powers.
I can't. I'm
And
like,
she showed how strong she is. Other than that, I'm good.
I'm like, no, we don't need. No, thank you.
Good. I can't.
Yeah, I know they lost some
I can't
ratings.
at all.
I know they lost some ratings.
You did that in season 1, and then to do this in season 2.
Yeah, I was like, you should at least started off season 1, mid-season 1 through this. Then we would have been,
you
like
the whole fucking season on this
and then we
shit.
would have gave 2 a shot, and you came back to the future.
Gangs
and
of
y'all
London
rocked.
season 2. You better not do this shit.
Please.
I'm not playing, y'all niggas. As great as that shit was, better not do this shit.
Yeah, I'm waiting
All
for
right,
that
let's
one.
get this. We're going to get up out of here. So, for you individuals who are continuously trying to find something to watch, Netflix hit a home run again. You start. Let me know what you thought, because I've seen 1 and 2, so you go ahead.
So you told me to check this out, The Bonding. I was like, all right, what is it? Let's see. It's a little comedy, a weird sex comedy about that. The episode's only like 20 minutes long, and they're really good. It's a funny show.
Now, all right, just to let you know, you people would see Bond and you think there's no nudity in here. Now, you may see a bare chest or a booty. There's no titties. There's no penises, no vaginas shown in here. No.
You know what? You're right.
There's none.
Besides like the toys, no,
Yeah.
that's it.
So, yeah, there's dildos, but just to let you guys know, it is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
think
funny.
it's just a bunch of nudity and let me watch. See somebody get their ass whipped and they dick tickled or whatever situation may be.
Yeah.
No, but it is about Bond. Again, Jeff.
Yeah. It was fun. It was fun and cute. It's about these 2 people. They know each other from high school. They used to be best friends.
Tiffany and Peter.
Yeah, they then they fell apart when she left, and they went their separate ways. Now they find themselves in New York, and he's broken down on his luck, trying to
Struggling
struggle,
comedian, scared to
perform, doesn't go on
perform
stage. And then she found him in a diner, right? Yeah, she found him in a diner.
Well, no, that's how she convinced him. So, like,
Okay.
they're high school friends. I've seen both seasons. Sorry. I've seen both. So, season 2, they really go into why she disappeared.
I guess she got assaulted or something because she kept bringing that shit up.
Well, she was a hoe. She get assaulted. I think I don't want to spoil it for you. Something happens between them 2.
Don't they hook up?
They hooked up.
I saw that in the car.
Right
Yeah.
now, what happened because they hooked up is what kind of like broke them apart.
Okay.
So he was a virgin.
Yeah.
She pretty much was a hoe, a smut, buck, or whatever you want to say. And this guy liked her for her, laughed, joked, whatever. And, unfortunately, when you deal with, a lot of women have self-esteem issues, they associate love with sex.
Right.
And that's what turned that. So you have a guy who's, struggling, can barely pay the rent, has a roommate. You have this young lady who's a dominatrix. She's in school to become a psychiatrist. And he needs to make money. She, needs protection or she needs an assistant. She convinces him to be her assistant. And that's when the fucking fun starts.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, one of the first ones is I forgot the exact terms of it. She goes through it. But it's a guy who wants to be humiliated.
Yes.
He legitimately gets pleasure out of being humiliated. And he pops up at one of the things, and he convinces Peter to make fun of how small his penis is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he wound up choking himself out. He's on the floor. And because Peter's not comfortable with this, and he gets into it, and he starts talking to the guy about how small his penis is and comparing his penis size to other things. And this guy's getting off on it so bad that he's legitimately jerking off.
Yeah.
And then he comes, and then it goes over Peter's face. Fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious. Another part, the same guy, he wants Peter to pee on him.
Yeah.
So it's uncomfortable, and I love how they didn't rush it. Peter just jumps into it. No,
Right.
he's uncomfortable. This is new to him.
Right.
You know? And he finally gets into it by singing Happy Birthday.
Yeah, that shit had me dying. He was
Dying,
like, yeah,
they-
I sing Happy Birthday when I
Ah! And then he starts peeing on a guy, and he's fully clothed, and then he has his mouth open, and the piss goes in his
mouth,
mouth.
Yo.
I was like, yo, what the fuck? Great casting.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Great story. It didn't fall off at all at any point. They kept you engaged. These are two broken individuals, characters, everyone around them. Like there's another instance where Peter, who has a roommate we talked about, who has a girlfriend, and his girlfriend doesn't want to put her finger or anything else in his ass. So Peter tells his roommate about the dominatrix stuff. So the roommate offers, Frank is the roommate's name. He offers Peter 1 month's rent free
Yes.
if he would put his finger in his ass. But the whole setup of that finger in the ass, again, comical. He bends over, he keeps his shirt on. He says, so it won't be too gay. I'm going to keep my shirt off. He's like, hold on now, let me turn around and let me look at you. He's like, oh, you got really pretty eyes. So his legs is cocked up. He's like, my feet are kind of slow to feet. Yo, great.
Yo.
And he starts sticking fingers in it. The guy's going crazy. The girlfriend walks in and jacks him in the eye. The funniest part. There's a young lady who hires them to go to the house and please her husband, who has a fetish of being tickled.
Yeah.
And it's too weird for the wife. Yo, the shit that was coming out this dude's mouth in that room when she was tickling him.
Yo.
And then the wife wound up having a fetish too, and that is pounding motherfuckers out.
Yo, she knocked the dude out.
Yo.
Like, you got two black eyes?
Yeah, right there. But the funniest part is when she went back, her and Peter had a fight. She went back to the house.
Yeah.
And the couple's there. They're asking, Tiffany's there for the husband. But the wife is asking where Peter's at because she wants to beat up her Peter. But when the husband comes into the room and sits down, one of his eyes is cracked.
You got tape on the glass.
Yeah, tape on the glass. Every time she moves, so she's beating the shit out of her husband.
Yeah.
This is a great story, great series. Second season is out. You guys have 2 seasons to watch. It's only like about 15, 20 minutes long each one.
Yeah, they're not long.
They don't draw it out. They don't try to make it long than it has to be. But it's a great story. It goes into a lot of mental things, mental health, a lot of things that people go through in life for different reasons. They had, Tiffany's, eventual boyfriend. Why he came into it is him grieving through someone else because he never had a chance to grieve when his family member passed away.
Right.
And he was able to be there. So it deals with a lot of different things. And to have that much where you can laugh, cry, be amazed, and learn things, Netflix hit it out the park.
Yeah. Yeah, they
Fuck it, yo. Yo, this nigga glasses was cracked, yo. He sat down. She said, well, every time I do this happens.
Exactly.
Like, oh, my gosh.
He
Where's
won't do
Peter?
nothing. Oh, man.
What $200 do?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my gosh. So we'll keep, checking a lot of different things out. And, whenever we run across some gems, we'll let y'all guys know. Anything you think people need to be watching, Jeff? Anything you ran across?
Did we talk about Your Honor? Your Honor?
We never talked about that, no.
Oh, man. The last episode should be this weekend. But it's a 10-episode thing. Check out Your Honor. It's got, it was a Showtime. It's on Showtime. It's got the guy from Breaking Bad.
Your Honor. Okay.
Yeah. He's a judge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's got the other guy. He ends up his son ends up killing the other guy's son.
Oh, right.
And
Someone,
he's taking
all
a
right.
rat. Yeah, it's
I'm gonna check it out. Your Honor.
yeah.
All right. So next week we're gonna add Your Honor to it.
Yeah.
We'll be able to talk to Jeff about watching the rest of Bonding and Judas.
Yeah.
And hopefully Wanda will give us more than 10 minutes. Well, more than 3 minutes of excitement and fun.
Yeah.
We'll see. You
Yeah,
never
man.
know. All right, y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in and watching out with us. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to the R&G podcast. Check either Gerald's or Ron's Facebook page out. Their shows usually around 12-ish sharp. Don't forget to watch Butterfly Blackout on this network at 5 p.m. And the R&G podcast will be guest on the Grown Talk with Goddess Goddess tomorrow. So they will be talking about threesomes. So look forward to that. Check that out. Peace.